Hello, I'm going to go over a song I played the other night. Really cool little tune for my own little personal notes, and if it helps you out as well, that's great. Name it is, it's in the key of A major, and it's If We Ever Needed You. You might need to pause so you can get this progression down if you care to know it. So that's all your chords there and the lyrics. So you can pause it if you wanted to learn it on your own first. But I came across some really cool stuff, and that very first part there, the way we played it, it was real soft, and it's just your A major to C sharp minor. So you can it's like you can hear a pin drop. It's like. So let's put that in our mind, try to memorize that. And by the way, that's so important to me. I'm not the best musician in the world, but really, it's really important to memorize music in your head when you're playing it, and to have that imagination. That just takes practice. It's not nothing you can learn in a book or off of YouTube. Really just takes practice. So there's nothing to it on the song itself. The first part is A major to C sharp minor, and how I play my majors and minors on a bass is we take the key of A major and we go to the third. If you don't know your major scale, you might want to learn how to do that, but it's do, re, mi on your third, 1, 2, 3, and then your octave. There you go, there's your major. So it's the top note on your top string, your E string here, 5th fret, and then for your high note, it's your 6th fret, the very bottom string. There you go, there's your major. And if you flatten this right here, just go back, that's your minor. Minor, major. So this goes major, and then the C sharp minor, which is 9th fret. So anyway, we got that in our head, how it sounds, and I originally played it like this. Kind of like that, and I have to, the guy said, no, just, the leader said, just let that ring out. I'm like, okay, and it did. It sounded so much better just to let that ring out. I have to remind myself less is better sometimes. I spend so much time trying to be melodic and different and technical, and sometimes it's better just to keep it simple, make it sound good. So yeah, and a lot of times my job, I'm finding out as a bass player, is to give security, and to really be a team player. There's you really shouldn't have a lot of ego as a bass player. Your job is I hate to use the word caregiver, but the band really depends on you. So a good bass player. So many guys that don't play with really good bass players, and I really strive to be that bass player that I always wanted to play with. That's a good way to put it, because I'm actually been a guitarist for a long time. Anyway, so back to what we were talking about. There's really nothing left to the song, it's just that progression there. There's a B minor, but we're not going to play that. I'm just going to do the main progression. I came across a technique on accident. Instead of hitting that bass note first with the high, I would play the high note first and then the low, and I wouldn't play them together like that. I wouldn't play it like that. I would go, and it sounded kind of like, when I was playing with everybody, like, it was definitely a bass, but it was like mimicking a keyboard. It was so cool. I don't know if I'll be able to really recreate that again, but I'm really going to try, But anyway, it kind of sounded like D major, E major. Did you hear that technique? So the chords, by the way, is A major, C sharp minor, D major to E major. trick I do. Anytime I find a key of a song, I like to do the relative just to warm up. And I can start using my imagination, and my ear can start doing some push-ups with some. It makes it so much easier to use my imagination to minimize my mistakes. So anyway, I hope you got something out of this, and I keep practicing. I hope you had as much fun as I did. So, you have a good night. Take care. Talk to you later.